Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Cradily Shadow with its new move, Rock Slide. So you're going to be essentially hitting like Stone Edge to some degree, and we're going to be pairing it up with Shadow Alolan and Marowak. Now it is going to show that we do have Fire Blast here when we do take a look at the moves, but it does have Bone Club. I just switched it to Fire Blast at the end because I was getting sick and tired by getting walled by Noctowl, and Fire Blast would have taken care of that situation. And then we're going to be putting also Dugong. I've been having a blast with it. Double Legacy, might as well use it. Thing is absolutely amazing here. So let's have a little fun with Shadow Cradily and see what it can do if you want to make that investment. And if you're wondering, is the regular one good? I mean, it is. I mean, sure, absolutely. Regular Cradily is going to be great, but the thing about the Shadow is you're just hitting so much harder, especially with those stab moves. But with that said, if you can hit that like button, that'd be much appreciated. You all knocked it out of the park for the last one. And if you did not take a look at my last video, I urge you to do so and stick around to the very end because it's absolutely insane what the game did to me. Absolutely bananas. I'll leave it at that so you can go check it out. With that said, let's go ahead and see what we have going on here. Got the Shadow ready to go, going for that Rock Slide, taking out that Galvantula. In comes the Dartrix, and we're going to be taking it out with the Dugong. Alright, and I think we're leading with Cradily for some of the time. They're going to swap that lead out. Alright, we're met with a Magcargo with Rock Throw, so that's not particularly horrible because at least it's not Incinerate. Okay, so we'll take that. So we're going to go ahead and shield this up, of course. Yeah, we don't want to let any of that go, hitting me with a Stone Edge. Now, Rock Slide is going to be very effective. I mean, it's going to do a ton of damage, as you can see here. Super effective. They're retreating with a little bit of energy and bringing in Ferrothorn. 1-to-1 shield, and I swap into my Marowak. We do need to look out for Thunder, and they're hitting me with a Power Whip. Now, they can still have Thunder and just try to trick me, so I let my guard down, hit me with Thunder, and take me out here. But we're going to call it again, and it is another Power Whip, and we're farming them all the way down with a ton of energy here. I systematically throw a Bone Club, and it is going to be that Magcargo. What do you have in the back? A Lanturn? Oh, sounds good. We're going to go for a Bone Club, and then we're going to go for a Shadow Bone here. Let's see what happens if they allow me to. Okay, they're going to be farming up extra energy. I think we're going to want to swap if we can now. Yeah, bringing in Dugong. Now, I don't go Cradily because I just want them to start using up their energy. I know I could have just bring in Cradily, but I didn't want to get hit by a couple of serves, so I figured let's just go with this. Go for the Icy Wind here. I think they put up a fight until the very end. Nope, they let it go. It freezes like this sometimes for the last hit. I felt like a lot of people were like backing out, but they're not. It's just the game is just nonsense a lot of times. Next battle met with a Marowak. Okay, let's go. So they do not want to get hit by Rock Slide, right? So Bone Club is not super effective. We're going to let it go. It's doing a decent amount, but even the Shadow is absorbing that, no problem at all. So we're looking good here. And they're going to be forced to shield because that Rock Slide is essentially going to KO them. Getting to another one very fast here. Cradily. Let's go, buddy. Keep putting in that work. They're letting it go. Now, if this is a Shadow Bone, yeah, now we're in trouble. And yeah, they're going to be able to farm me down. 1-to-1 shield, two shields. We got 2 shields. We haven't used any. So I'm going to go ahead and farm them up. They bring in a Raichu. I'm like, whoa, this is great. Let's go, Marowak. What you got in the back? Grass? All right, let's go. But we got to be careful. So let's see what happens here. We're going to shield this up. Just going to be a Thunder Punch, no problem. They're swapping, and it's going to be a Cottony in the back. So I immediately bring in the Dugong after farming up a little bit with that Marowak. And we're going to do super effective with the moves that we do have here. Going for Icy Wind immediately, taking them out. And they are shieldless here, right? So we're looking pretty good getting to the Icy Wind. And we're going to let this go. Bring in the Cradily, go for a Rock Slide. Or not the Cradily, the Marowak, and go for the Bone Club and take the win here. And we're looking good. Let's go. Now, as far as investing in Cradily Shadow, if you have a good IV, then yeah, you definitely want to probably check that out. Next battle, met with a Shadow Beedrill here. That's very interesting. So they do have Poison Jab. It's not super effective because of the rock, but it is doing a decent amount. Going for the Rock Slide, and they're shielding it up. And we can't take any chances if this is a Drill Run, and it is a Fell Stinger, raising their attack. And since that was so quick, we're going to let this go. It's another Fell Stinger. Let's get it. Now, at this point, I figure they're going to probably double shield their Beedrill. So, you know, we're going to have to deal with it. And we're not going to try to swap right afterwards because it's pointless. They didn't really get too much farm. I bring in the Marowak. They immediately swap into their Melodic. I'm going to go for the Shadow Bone and catch a Surf with the Dugong here. Beautiful catch. Since they do have Surf, we do have time to kind of farm up a little bit of extra energy here and not really worry about, I don't know, Dragon Tail damage or something. All right, so we're looking good. Okay, Cradily. This team did pretty good for me here. All right. So like I said, building up to about 2 of those. Going to go for the Icy Wind. This should be enough to... I think... No, we're not under tapping this one. Clean KO there. Oh, Voltorb. Okay, yeah, this is going to be great. They couldn't catch, or they didn't swap immediately. We're going for that drill run, doing a ton of damage. Swapping into Marowak here. And I think I do shield this up, yeah. So shielding up the discharge. They bring in Beedrill, and they get to a charge move. I'm like, please be Fellstinger. Come on. And it is beautiful, so we'll survive this. Get to the Shadow Bone, and this will be enough to take out the Beedrill, and we take the win. And again, looking pretty good here. Let's keep it going. This Cradily was really holding its own. Right? It was pretty nice. But except for when you get a Girafarig, that's not pretty good for the team here. But we're just going to have to hang tight. Let the first Psychic things go and shield up the next one. And you will be able to get to a couple of Rock Slides. And you want to go for the Rock Slide. Unless shields are down, you can take a clean KO. Because you're going to be able to get to another one here. But I figure we're going to have another double shielder. Do we have another double? Yep, we sure do. Not good. We still have 2 shields. Okay, we're going to go in here with Marowak. We can let, obviously, the first Psychic things go, definitely. The next one's going to do quite a bit. Don't want to go for Shadow Bone. Just go for the Bone Club here because of the normal typing on it, right? Still do a decent amount, but Bone Club is essentially what you're going to want to go for, so don't waste your time. I screw up, farm too much, and yeah, now I'm in this horrible position here, and I tapped on the damn Bone Club. So I under-tap so we can get some farm. They bring in Pelipper. And I'm like, oh, all right, I completely screwed this all up. All right, this is no more shields. All right, beautiful. So I swap into the Dugong here. Let's see if I can try to pull this off. Of course, they're going to be going straight for Hurricane. My only option is to farm them down at this point because I need the energy for whatever they do have in the back here. And what is it going to be? Come on, Dugong. And oh, Victory Bell. Oh, let's go. That's something we want to see here. Lowering their attack and then taking them out. Dugong is on fire. I should have hit the damn charge move, but it doesn't matter because we take them out yet again with another quick move. Dugong really putting in that work for me. All right, next battle, we're met with a Stunfisk. Oh yeah, that's a very good lead for us here. Now, the Mud Bomb is going to start adding up, but with the grass typing, we don't really need to worry about it too much. And even though we're Shadow, isn't that something? Now, we could go for a bait Rock Slide, but it's better to just go for the damn Grass Knot because it's not really costing you that much more extra energy, and there is a chance they could potentially let it go, right? And they're going for another Mud Bomb and then retreating into their Vigoroth, in which we're going to go ahead and swap into our Marowak Shadow. Now, we're absolutely letting this go because that was very quick, and we're still going to be holding on to those 2 shields here. And yet again, another quick throw, so we know it is going to be Body Slam. Now, I'm sure they have probably like, Break on that, so their best bet is to just keep spamming Body Slam at this point. So that's what, a little bit of trouble Vigoroth could run into if you do not have anything to cover your Ghost types. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and farm them down. We're looking good. A ton of energy. Now here's where I wanted to switch Fire Blast because I kept running into these Noctowls. And if I was to hit them with Fire Blast right there, bam, that's pretty much almost going to one-shot. So we would have been looking great. Although we're still in a decent position here. Swapping into Dugong. They're bringing... Oh, well, it's not looking too great here. Alright, so we're lowering their attack at least. They're shieldless at this point. We're going to let this go to size it up. Discharge. Okay. We could survive another one of those, but we have, Noctowl that we need to worry about, but we also have Cradily, but it's not really, holding on to too much health here. Now, we've got 1 shield, we're looking good. Oh yeah, no, they back out, they know, and we take the win there, and we're moving it on to the next battle. What are we going to be met with? Leading with Cradily still. Lanturn, oh yeah, Lanturn's great, yeah, that's exactly what you want to see. Wouldn't say it's the best matchup for you, pretty much. It's because the Surf is still doing a decent amount there. Alright, so we're going to go for Grass Knot. There's no point in baiting for this one as well. Just going straight for it here. They're letting it... See? That's exactly why you don't want to bait. You see? Because they might let it go. And they're bringing in a Vigoroth. They had a plan. They were going to farm me down, and I'm not going to allow that to happen, so I swap into the Marowak, and that was yet again a little bit quick, so we're going to go ahead and let it go. And it is just a Body Slam, and they're going to be bringing in a Noctowl. And here we go. Again, now this is the one. No, maybe a couple more. But you can see why I swapped it over to Fire Blast, because... having Bone Club is great and all for certain situations, but man, I could really use Fire Blast right now because they're not expecting it. Not until I blab my mouth now. Now they're going to, whenever they encounter me and they see a Shadow Marowak, they're going to be like, oh, that's a lot of farm, probably Fire Blast now, huh, Poke? Anyways, bring into the Dugong, and that Noctowl is locked and loaded and ready to go. Going for a Shadow Ball, retreating into their Vigoroth here, and we're going to go ahead and shield this up just because we can. And kind of want to preserve our health here. Even though they have 2 shields, we're going to quick move them down, and we take the win. Let's go. All right. Took him by surprise with that quick move damage. Next one, met with a Jellicent. Great lead. Let's see it. Now, they still have Shadow Ball, but they're going to be retreating with energy and bringing in their own Cradily. And I'm going to go ahead and hit them with the Grass Knot here. Bring in the Dugong and have a little fun and hopefully take them out. Now, I'm pretty sure I will. The only chance they'll survive is obviously they shield it up. And then we can go ahead and hit the Jellicent with Drill Run as well as Icy Wind. And we're going to be looking pretty good here. Let's go. All right. And in with the Jellicent, getting to the Icy Wind, I figured, you know, the Drill Run damage is nice. I don't know, Icy Wind's still doing a decent amount of damage, but we're going to lower their attack at this point. So they're going to be kind of, forced to go with the Shadow Ball, exactly. And they're immediately swapping into an Abomasnow. That's the definition of rock, paper, scissors right there. Yeah. Yep, so let's go. Look how skilled I am. Look at this skill here, baby. All right, so we're going to farm them down. We're looking good. They still have 2 shields on that Jellicent, and I'm not going to bait. I'm just going to go for the Shadow Bone because we could potentially lower the defense as well. And we'll let this go. We want the Cradily to be the star of the show here. And since we have 2 shields, we can kind of just, you know, let these, well, shield them up. We don't want to let moves go. All right, even if they go for a surf, we're not trying to play any games here. So we will shield this one up. I think, I let this go in a flex. I'm like, I had such a good lead. Shadow Ball, almost KO'd. Heart dropped. I'm like, damn, I almost just gave a game up. That would have been so freaking dumb of me. All right, we take the win there. Looking good. Good game. All right. What are we going to see? A Glissopod. Yeah, that's an interesting one here for us, but they're going to be weak to rock, right? And the Liquidation, right? Yeah, Liquidation's going to be doing some decent damage. Oh, wow, that's a lot of more damage than I suspected. All right, so we're going to go for the Rock Slide here, getting a shield out of them. Great. And they're going to be retreating to catch. What did they just catch with? Retreating with energy on that Glissopod and catching with a Ferrothorn. Great. We're going to go ahead and bring in Marowak, but this time, this is maybe why you want to run Thunder. And there you go, doing a lot of damage. Well, a little bit more than Power Whip, I guess, not so much. All right, so what are they going to do? They've got 1 shield, we've got 2, a lot of energy on this thing, and I immediately go for the Shadow Bone here. What is that? It's another Noctowl? Dugong. Okay, yeah, well. Oh, we've got Fire Blast now. Yeah. See, and I had it, and I could have went for it, and that would have done so much. Oh, well. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. And then after I put on the Fire Blast, no more Noctowls. Went. All right, so in comes the Glissopod, bringing in the Dugong just to handle the situation here, which it's X-Scissor or, you know, that Liquidation, which is not very effective. I shielded it up. I don't know why. That was kind of a dumb move on my end. But anyways, going to go for the Icy Wind here. Because, you know, that's just what you want to go with. You're not going to be using Drill Run. That's not even getting stab and also not very effective. Bringing in the Cradily to absorb this. This was the only play here for us to take the win. So Dugong can finish it off. Not quite enough to take out the Glissopod. They swap into their own Dugong here. I farm up a little bit extra. Not that I really needed to. Honestly, all I need to do is sneak in a quick move up against that Glissopod. Yeah, they're already out of here. Unless they had 2 X-Scissors, I don't even think 1's going to be enough. Yeah, we take that when we're looking good. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you all next time.
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!
time I touch the gas. This is the best day of my life.